I've got a conspiracy you're gonna like. The evil elites that are running the world.
Okay, I don't know how to say this without getting banned, but I just want you to know that these phones are connected to our biofields, resonance.
People question my sexuality because they think that I'm gay because I'm with a trans woman because, yes, she originally was a man. We all know.
You know, waking up in the Matrix is one thing, but how do you live in it once you've seen through it?
All right, it's go time. You know when Grandpa Rickles here is talking conspiracies, you know it's good. So if you're new here, welcome. We're going to have a good time, all right? We might get a little little weird, okay? Don't take any of this as full-blown gospel. We're just talking some shit. We're going to have some fun, okay?
Came across this video of a plus-size lady explaining why people can't lose weight.
Your physique is 100% in your control.
I think there are more things that are out of your control. It is so much more expensive to eat healthy than it is to eat like crap. If I go to the grocery store and I just want to buy a bunch of frozen meals, that's going to be so much cheaper than me going and buying fresh produce and fresh fruit and everything.
Okay, not to make fun, but this is something you hear all the time. Where the fat thing, all right? They try and make it as if like you're just born this way. Just want to kind of get to the end of it. So I typed in, how do people get fat? This is on Google, all right? We all know, I mean, you've seen the advertisements of the gay trans guy doing if anybody's going to paint a picture, it's going to be Google. So I typed in, how do people get fat? Obesity is a complex issue with many causes, okay? But what's the main cause here? It's caused when extra calories are stored in the body as fat. If you consume high amounts of energy, particularly found in high fat and high... You know what? I don't like the way they're wording this. Let's trick the system here. Can you get fat without eating? That's a simple question, right? Can you get fat without eating? Nestor, you want to take a wild guess what it's going to say? Take a guess. All right. Gaining weight in the long term without consuming calories is not possible because weight gain is fundamentally about consuming more than your body expends. I think the short answer is no, you can't. I just wanted to get that out of there because that's like a big thing. I don't want to say that's like a conspiracy, but like, how many times have you heard this? Am I tripping?
No.
I hate to talk like this, but like both of my parents struggled with weight problems. And, you know, they didn't come up with any excuses for it, but it was literally because they ate too much and they did not do any exercise. Like no exercise whatsoever. I remember one time my dad jumped at 50, almost 60 years old. And I looked at him and I said, did you just jump? And he goes, I haven't done that in years. My point is like, I just want to get to the bottom of that because you hear a lot of this, like this fat rhetoric, but I think it's almost kind of, there's something weird about that. Am I bugging?
No, I've heard the big boned.
Yeah. I should probably just let this go, but I am tired of like, when it's like, dude, I'm not eating anything. I'm like, dude, you gotta be eating.
Yeah.
There's no way you're not eating. Like even me, right? I'm like the skinniest guy I know, usually in the room. But there's been times, if you go on this channel a year ago, go look at videos from a year plus, you'll see it in my face. I was maybe like 10 pounds heavier. You know why? Because I was eating a lot and I wasn't doing anything but eating and sitting down. There you go. Anyways, that's enough of the fat rhetoric. My bad. I apologize.
Watch this video really quick.
Where are you from?
Louisiana, Texas area.
How long you been in San Francisco?
Since June. If you're gonna be homeless, it's pretty fucking easy here. I mean, if we're gonna be realistic, they pay you to be homeless here.
When you said that San Francisco pays people to be homeless, what did you mean by that? You mean that literally?
Yeah. I mean, I get $620 a month, dude.
From general assistance, or what'd you get? How was that hard to get?
Fucking phone call, bro.
Wow.
Fucking phone call. 200 food stamps and $620 cash a month.
Wow.
Forget about it. Why wouldn't I do it? You know, it's fucking free money, dude.
That's pretty chill, to be honest. Actually, true story. When I first lived in California, I'm in Florida now, but like 10 years ago, I was at the skate park one day, and literally people with like good parents, like one of my friends who was living with me, his parents are well off. Like he does not need food stamps. He can work. We're chilling, and all of a sudden, some of the friends are like, hey, we're going to the EBT office. We got 2 extra seats. Anybody want to go? And they were like, they just hand food stamps out there. You just go in, tell them you don't have a job, and they just give you money. And I was sitting there like, I didn't go, but my boy went. Literally 2 hours later, he calls me. He's like, dude, I just got $500. He's like, I'm going to get $300 every month. And I was like, what? He's like, you guys just did a field trip? California's crazy, dude. Like, that was, I mean, granted, you had to not have a job. And I'm sure if you were lying, it would come back on you. You know, it could backfire on you. But that's a real thing. It's not a conspiracy. I know it's not every state, but I've seen it firsthand. It's just, you just walk in. Yeah, I don't have any money. Boom. Pretty good deal, though. I understand why people would want to be homeless. I mean, I do get it. I mean, I don't want to work. Anyways.
When did businesses begin charging us the 3% processing fee for credit cards and stuff? It didn't used to be on the customer. It was always on.
Well, you looked that up, Nestor. When did credit card or debit card companies start charging us a 3% fee?
On the vendor. You know, we paid for our roof. Insurance paid for our roof, but we paid for it out of our bank account, 3% fee. We just got car repairs, 3% fee. Like, I don't understand. And it's not using credit cards. It's if you use your debit card too. And they're like, well, you could do ACH transfer. No, I'm not giving you my bank account information. But when did it?
Well, we kind of let it happen when people decided to not use cash anymore. What do we got on that?
Looks like around 1976.
Okay, so this has been going on well before I was even born. But I think a big part of it, though, is we have this, and I'm all for building credit. Yes, of course, you kind of have to if you live in America, for sure. But, like, my favorite is when people are like, I don't use cash ever, dude. I just spend everything on the credit card, and I get fucking 1.5% back. But if you really think about it, every time you use your credit card, you're paying a 3%. You know, like, are you real? Then you also got to do credit card fees. And then most people don't pay their card off every month. Let's be honest.
It actually started earlier, like around the 50s, 60s.
Yeah, they started taxing you the moment you came out your mom. That's when they started taxing you. Yeah. And it's been a way bigger fee than 3%. But I'm going to say that's the cash thing. And people are proud. Like, it's not like they're proud to not have cash, but it's like almost like, why would I have any cash? It's becoming normal. And now it's getting to the point where places don't even take cash. But people are cool with it. But that's the golden, that's the one. That's where they get you, though. Because everything's got now an extra fee on it. You know, when you go to pay gas at the gas station, you've done this.
Yeah.
I mean, Nestor, you don't carry cash, do you?
No.
No, you're an asshole. But he pays extra at the gas pump. He pays extra here. He pays extra there. And I don't want to hear, I get 3% cash back. I don't want to fucking hear about it. I don't want to hear about that. You're still paying.
But Delta miles.
Oh,
Okay.
you piece of shit.
So we all know they're getting rid of cash.
I'm just joking around here, guys. Also, I have nothing against fat people. Gay is good. I don't care. I'm just bringing up some points. You know, we hear a lot of this stuff. It's almost like it's becoming believable. Anyways, about the cash stuff.
And we either boycott the places like Starbucks that are telling us that we can no longer use cash, or we can do what this guy did. And he's kind of my hero today.
This is funny.
It's the best video I've seen in like months.
I'm gonna buy some strawberries, and I'm offering exactly the right amount of money here on the help desk.
Now, just to remind you, he is paying the exact right amount of money on the help desk, which is what the Brits call, you know, the cashier register table. This is one of those stores where you at some point will be scanning with our forehead and our wrist.
My strawberries outside. If you want to call the police, call the police. You can't take that. I have paid I pay by legal tender. No.
You know what's crazy though? After the whole, I'm kind of over the whole EBT thing. I'm over that. But like, it's not like they're handing you, where am I trying to go with this? She said when you scan your forehead, or people just pay with their phones, right? Ding. It's almost like we're kind of asking for it. And I wouldn't doubt it if, I think most people would go along with it just fine. Like getting rid of cash completely. I don't know what I'm trying to explain. I don't want to talk about like the mark of the beast and all this stuff, but how many people would take, they said, hey, we're going to give you free money, but you can only do it this way. Like you really have no control over it. I think majority of people would be totally cool with it. And that's why I'm a big cash operator. I pay with cash a lot of places. Yes, I have a credit card. I get that. Of course. There's security in a credit card. I understand that. But I'm a big cash user, and I'm kind of shocked. I'd say in the last 5 years, it's gotten a lot worse, especially when I was in like the restaurant business, how many people don't carry cash on them. And how many people wanted to pay with their phone, like Apple Pay. That's something I'm really, this thing here, this and fat people, okay? This is driving me crazy, and it's a goddamn government ploy. I'm just joking. I don't know how to explain it, though. I don't know where I'm going with that. But something that blows my mind even more is the cryptocurrency. This guy brings up a great point here.
Anyone actually explain why crypto is even worth anything? Like, does anybody actually know? Is it just like a Pokemon card at this point? Because like with a stock, right? A stock is backed by the value of a company, right? Like that makes sense. That's obvious. But a crypto is just made up. A crypto coin is just fake, right? And people are like, oh, there's a finite amount you can fucking mine or whatever. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? Nobody's in the fucking, mines of Virginia pulling out fucking bitcoins. What does that even mean, mine a bitcoin? You can just fucking say you have more of them if you want to. Like, honestly, what's the end game of Bitcoin or crypto in general?
Something that doesn't make sense, right? Like, so crypto is backed by cash, right? And then cash is supposed to be backed by gold, right? Okay. I just got a bunch of cash laying around here. What else we got? We got some guns. We got my point is like it only works because people believe in it. And then Bitcoin and crypto keeps going up and up because people are putting faith in it, or they're putting fees into it. But here's something I want to think about. Why can't we put more faith into this? And then we all believe that this is worth way more, right? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you like your $5,000 in your bank account to be worth $25,000?
It'd be nice.
Can we do that? Can we? I think there's something weird going on, and I'm a big like advocate for cash, and I don't want to hear it's dirty and it's filthy and I can get robbed. When's the last time you got robbed, dude? Like jumped by a couple of guys and just all your money was taken from you? Nestor?
Never.
Have you ever had your bank account hacked?
Never.
I've had my bank account hacked at least 3 times, and I've been robbed once in person. So
I've had my credit card information stolen.
There you go. Yeah. You had your credit card information stolen. I'm just making a point. Why can't we start believing in this and make this worth more money? Is kind of my point. The crypto thing really doesn't make sense. But like I said, once everything's just digital, there's no way to hide a fee. So, if I give this to Nestor, here you go. You can't see if I'm actually giving that to Nestor. You don't even know if Nestor's an AI. He's not even on camera here. So you can't prove that I just gave him $20 other than I just gave him $20. But let's say we did this off camera. You can keep that. That's your bonus.
Sweet.
But if I gave that to him in private, there's no 3% fee. There's no nothing. I don't know how to, I don't know. There's something I don't like about that though.
Things we made.
Anyways, cash aside, let's move on here. My bad. Am I getting a little much on the fat people and the money thing?
Nah, I think you're on the money.
All right. I'm on the money.
Used to be colorful. Our world used to be a lot brighter, and a big part of that is because of corporatism. Corporatism has destroyed the color palette all around us. Drive past a dealership, any dealership. Look at it. What are you going to see? You're going to see white, black, and silver cars. White, black, and silver cars. Maybe a couple reds. Maybe.
Here's something. We were talking about this recently. I'm not a big sports guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But something I really miss is there was like this love, this colorful and very detailed love in like everything that came out. But right here, 1990s logos were characterized by bold, often neon colors, playful graffiti-style fonts, and abstract shapes, creating a high energy and experimental look. In contrast, 2025 logos prioritize simplicity and what does that say? Intentionality, featuring minimalist designs with a clean type. Okay, what they're trying to say is we want to save money. Here's what I mean by that. Okay, I'm going somewhere. So this is going to make sense. So I've made a bunch of shirts in my life, right? Shout out to everybody who bought Cadillac shirts. We also got the long sleeve out, but this is not why I'm bringing this up. I am bringing this up because this is the long sleeve. It's on the back now. Link down below. No big deal. I'm bringing this up because every single detail, right? Let's use this $20 bill. Every single detail on this, it's very, very detailed. This whole thing is the lot. But if you were to put this on a shirt, every little color, line, detail that is extra costs more money. Okay. Why am I... And this is my conspiracy behind it. And I'm pretty sure all of their merch and stuff is still super expensive at these like sports teams. But where's a good example here? This is a good example. All right. So Warner Brothers, right? This is kind of the classic. Which one do you think would cost the least amount of money to produce out of all three of these? Nestor, you got a wild guess? Which one? Just someone who's never printed t-shirts or nothing. What do you think?
I guess the black and white.
You're 1,000% correct. So this one would be the cheapest. This blue and white one would be the second cheapest. And then this one would be the third cheapest. Okay. I'm just saying this is a real thing. This is my conspiracy theory. I think everything is going extra bland mode because of that. Like, look at this. It went from this intense design all the way down to this little fuck, right? Even Chanel, it had this with a circle around it. Chanel. Then it went with this without the circle. Because remember, every extra line costs extra money, guys. Okay. All right.
Do you think this is a minimalism trend or
no,
or
dude?
cost?
I believe this is my conspiracy, guys. I believe it's literally about the money.
Yeah.
Because we can all agree the prices have not gone down, but the effort has. And I'm not exactly mad about it, right? Like I kind of am. You could go look at animation, forget the logos, but like, let's go cartoon. I went to the movies last night to see Back to the Future in theaters. It was kind of trippy. Something I've been doing lately. But this new Cat in the Hat movie is coming out. Okay? And it's a new one from 2025. But the animation on it is like, I'm talking, it's worse than, like, this looks good. The one I saw in the theater was I'm talking, like, dude, very, very bland. Like, it's not as good. We're going backwards is what I'm saying. I don't know how to show you a good example on the fly here, but that's my conspiracy. Like, this is 2025 animation. All right. 1970s Scooby-Doo looked doper than this is kind of what I'm trying to say. I think we get the point on that. But that's my big conspiracy. I think it's all about the money. And if we put a little bit of faith in this, guys, and we stare at it and we all collectively go, this $20 is worth $5,000. I think it might work. Just saying. Am I tripping about the sports stuff though? You're a sports guy.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's they're dry, they're boring,
Yeah.
bland.
It's a bit gay.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm just saying it's like the shittier. It's shittier. Like, okay. Last thing I'm going to say. Let's go back to this. But like, for instance, this costs a lot to do because it's intense. And I did like the good version of it, right? Okay. But black and white was cheaper, but I just like the aesthetic. But let's say I added color to this. Every single color I add is more money. Every single color. The more complex it is, if I want to put words down here, more money. Add it to the fucking list. So that's kind of where I'm getting at with that. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, we got a couple of reviews in. One guy who bought a shirt recently, he said his penis actually got bigger. Right here, this comment too kind of says it right here. He goes, I got your shirt in the mail. What the fuck, dude? You didn't say anything about looking so good that my girlfriend would jump my bones when she first saw me wearing it. I just thought that was hilarious. Anyways, that's the reviews that are coming in, guys, for people who bought these shirts. I don't mean to do a whole shirt sales pitch here. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to do. Actually, I kind of am. We wanted to do an ad.
But that's common feedback though, like stuff like
yeah,
that.
that's common feedback. A lot of guys saying their penis got an inch bigger. Just stuff like that. Who knows if it's true or hearsay? Anyways, right here, proof that social media is fake. This is kind of scary stuff, and I'm really glad I'm not a woman.
It cannot always be nice.
Right here. You see that, dude? Look at her face change right there. This is what we're dealing with, guys. That one's kind of scary to me, though. You know, like this like fake look that some of these women have. It's kind of trippy, actually. I mean, Nestor, you like that stuff? But maybe we're kind of conditioned for it.
Yeah.
You know, the more it's happening, it's like this is becoming normal. But look at that. Just look at it. Come on.
It's two different people.
It's two different people. Church with the steeple. But this is the thing. This is what's going on, guys. It's just kind of some bizarre stuff. But like, this is what I'm saying. Like, when is it, you know how much I've been flamed and just roasted for, I put myself on the internet, but like people, a lot of dudes will even say this. They'll be like, kind of attack my appearance. You know, maybe my skin's not the best, or I've got wrinkles and gray hair, and I'm not, but what am I supposed to do? Plastic surgery?
Yeah.
Is this what you want me to look like, guys? Is this what you want from me? Hold on. Is that what you want? That's what you want me to look like? Come on. Maybe treat me with a little more respect. I'm just saying something's odd about that. Something's very, very strange with the lip filler stuff and like 23-year-olds getting Botox, dude. Even dudes are getting Botox. We looked this up before.
Yeah.
You look up how many men are doing Botox now? Well, when the fuck did men start doing Botox? This one's called lip filler blindness. But I think the more and more we see women like this, where it's like this fake kind of thing with the lips. Here's a perfect example. This chick right here is like not even real. But the more and more we see this, I think we're getting used to it. It's almost like what do we expect from women, right? That doesn't really make sense, but it's been so long that it makes sense. Like their armpit hair. If I'm with a chick and she has armpit hair, I'm like, I go, what's up with that? But really, in all reality, she's supposed to have armpit hair.
Yeah, and leg hair.
And leg hair and arm hair. And now I expect them to be like this naked mole rat almost, right? Okay. But what I'm saying is this is my down the rabbit hole kind of thing. We're just talking shit here, okay? But I really do believe that the more and more we see chicks like this, when we see them out, this is the best, dude. I'll never forget it. This chick's name was Christina. This was about almost 20 years ago. My friend was dating her, and I go to and I've never seen her without makeup, but I didn't know this. I didn't know this. This has been going on. I go to pick up my friend. It's 7 a.m. from her house, and she answers the door. And I literally do this. Remember, I've never seen her without makeup, but I don't know this. This is crazy. She opens the door, and I go, oh my God. I go, are you sick? She goes, what? And I go, you look terrible. Are you okay? She literally goes, oh, she goes, I don't have any makeup on. But I remember feeling so bad, like going, oh my God. But dude, it's now let's go 10 years, 20 years into the future from that moment. This is before Botox and lip filler, guys. This is what we got. This is what's happening. And add it to the list of armpit hair and perfect eyebrows and what's with the lashes, dude? Come on. Sorry, man. What do you got here? My bad.
Yeah, there's been a 400% increase since 2000 on men getting Botox treatment.
It's even coming down to the men.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Like my chick was trying to like pluck my eyebrows. I'm like, yo, let it roll, dude. My eyebrows are fine. You know what I mean? Like I understand if I had a unibrow, I would shave it up. All right. But there was a point in time where people did not shave it up. It just rocked that way. Right? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. Something's up with this. Something's fucking up with it. It's very weird. All right. Let's move on. Upward and onwards. I'm done with the we've crossed out the fat people. We've crossed out the armpit hair, and we've talked about the money. On to the next one.
Chemtrails stopped all over the country. Here in Florida, I haven't seen a chemtrail in days, and I posted that on social media earlier today. I'm getting reports from all over the country that other people are not seeing chemtrails either. So let me know.
I remember when this was kind of crazy stuff, the chemtrail talk. But this one goes, Florida just became the first state to ban weather modification and geoengineering flights. This is the kind of rhetoric we got. Wait. Usually conspiracy theories are hard truths that people don't want to accept. Can you look that up? Is Florida actually trying to ban weather modification? But this is the kind of shit we got. I remember when this was like super nonsense talk. Really crazy stuff. What do we got on that?
Yeah, it looks like they are trying to ban weather modification through a new law that prohibits any intentional alteration of weather, climate, and sunlight intensity. Yeah, it looks like it takes place October 1st.
That's crazy,
and it's going to be a 3rd-degree felony.
What?
Yeah. If you try.
There you go. There you go. Just in case we weren't sure about the whole chemtrail thing. He goes, you notice there's no chemtrails now that the government shut down? That's the best. Here's a big reason why I stopped smoking weed. I'm going to let this guy talk first, but...
Listen, they didn't legalize weed just to be nice. They commercialized it because it shuts off one of the main communication channels with God, your dreams. When you smoke, you're not just relaxing. You're entering a chemical sleep state where REM cycles are suppressed and your pineal gland signals are muted.
All right, this guy goes really deep down the rabbit hole. But something I do want to say is a big reason why I don't drink a lot is because it's like when something's super pushed in your face, I almost really question it, right? Like with the alcohol, I remember at one point I was like, is this all you're supposed to do is drink alcohol? Like that's what it was. We looked this up recently. Early 2000s, alcohol hit the highest level of consumption in the history of time. It's on a decline now, but when weed became legal, I remember I still did it for a while, but it got to the point where I was like, okay, there's something up with this because they used to not want you to do it, but now they want everyone to do it. And it does. That's the first thing that happens if you've never smoked weed. When you smoke weed for a long time, you usually don't dream. And the moment you stop smoking weed, your dreams are like insane.
Yeah.
It's kind of trippy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've dealt with this. But there's something up with the weed shit. I don't want to get too deep on it. We'll get canceled. But there's something weird about the weed thing. I mean, I literally got a felony for weed. That's how serious it was in 2009. And now it's like a cop is smoking a joint on the side of the road. All right, maybe not that extreme, but I'm just saying, like, we wouldn't think anything about it. If you saw a cop with a beer, you wouldn't even question it. You'd be like, oh yeah. If he didn't drink, you'd be like, oh, you're sober? Like, are you okay? You want to hit this, dude? But at one point, like, that's both drinking and weed. Even coffee, guys. I've got a weird conspiracy about coffee. I stopped drinking coffee for a while. In the past, like 2 months, I've been drinking these lattes. I'm fucking hooked, dude. Every day.
People are curious on what coffee that is.
I'll never tell. They got to pay me a lot of money, dude. It's called Pump House. It's in West Palm Beach. Pump House Coffee. It's bougie, but they got some good shit. It's a nice place. It feels kind of... They have beer there, though.
I didn't see that. That's
They
crazy.
got beer. That's something to think about.
Beer for breakfast.
Coffee places having beer now. What's next? You can smoke joints. What is this, Amsterdam? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways, this is kind of trippy stuff. The sports stadiums, they all kind of look like eyes from the top. This is kind of weird. Get rid of that music. All of them, though. Get ready. They all look like eyes. I don't know what that's about. It's some weird stuff, dude. I don't know why I put this in here, but it's a reptilian eye. The lizard people. That's good. All of them, though. There's something weird about that.
I'm a big sports guy, but live sporting events always trip me out.
I mean, I'm just saying, dude. Something's up.
Something's weird with
Something's weird about that. You know what's even crazier? Full circle. I went to the Miami Dolphins Stadium about 4 or 5 months ago for a concert. It was free. They didn't accept cash.
No way.
Miami Dolphins Stadium did not accept cash. Yeah. Yeah.
Even for a hot dog?
My third eye is wide open. No, nothing, dude. Like, nothing. And I even tell them straight up, well, you don't accept cash. No tips. That's fine with me.
Have you ever wondered if we're all here being punished for something bad that we did in a previous realm? With the way our society's set up, it's literally an open-air prison and it feels like we're all serving a life sentence.
Yeah, I don't want to get too conspiracy, but you hear people go, I didn't ask to be here. You know, I didn't ask to be put in this world. But then you got people like this where it's like, well, what if we did? What if we did ask to be here? What if we just don't remember? Or what if this is some kind of punishment for some shit we did? Oh, you know what you did. Yeah. Nestor, you're not off the hook either.
Yeah.
It's something weird to think about.
Talk to me. We overly stimulated. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day, we taking in so many different images. So it's like, the content not even really hitting the same. You know what I'm saying? Because we like desensitized in a way. It's like, how many videos do we watch collectively in a day? That's why sometimes I gotta really like just disconnect from social media, because I truly believe in like the next, maybe 5 years, but like definitely the next 10 years, they're gonna start coming out with a bunch of these different diagnoses of mental health as a result of our overconsumption in social media. I believe that that's gonna happen because it's not normal. This is the first generation where we living with our heads in these devices like 24/7. Like nobody's bored anymore. Gap of boredom is filled with checking your phone, scrolling endlessly. Dopamine, addiction. You know what I'm saying? Your brain is programmed to seeing something new around the clock. That's not normal. And so by the time we are, you know, we're exposed to so many different things. So when it comes to art, it's like, oh, okay. That's dope, but yeah. Dope, next. And talk to me.
Damn.
Right here, this comment. We're 100% overstimulated. Turn on the TV and then pick up the phone immediately. I'm going to end on that one. This is something that I kind of wrestle with, and I'll just prove to a point to you here. I don't have one phone, I have two. Because my life is consumed with this being my job. And I use CDs and stuff in my car. I have to force myself. Me and Nestor got to the point where we were posting 2 videos of this length kind of a day. And we both fucking burnt out from that shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was way, way too much. And we were doing it to produce content. We're working, right? But I've never consumed this much shit in my life. And I'm going to end on this. This is my own conspiracy here. Okay. You can't see it, but there is literally, I have a fucking, I want to just show you guys something. I have a filing cabinet. All right. A 2-decker. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll get that later. I got a double-decker filing cabinet right here. And you know what's in there? A bunch of fucking information that I'm supposed to remember. And this is my kind of rabbit hole conspiracy. Call me crazy. It's all good. I honestly think with the amount of videos, content, the phone, this phone, your computer, the TV on, everything you do has to have a fucking password now. Everything you do. How many accounts and passwords do you have? Nestor? How many? You can't, you don't know.
Probably like over 30.
My point is I think this is kind of the rewriting history. No. What I mean is, like, how many of you can remember childhood memories past the age of, let's say, 10? And I remember stuff, but it's starting to get worse and worse and worse. Like, I can't even recall. Sometimes I don't even recall the week. We'll like do a video and we'll watch something back and be like, I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
And we'll joke with each other like, yo, I blacked out. Like I blacked out in that. But it's so much. I really do think it's I don't want to say it's on purpose, since a group of guys said, yes, we'll give them so much information that they won't remember the stuff they really need to know. I'm not saying that, but there is something to be said, the fact that I need a 2-story filing cabinet. Something needs to be said about that. That's how much information I need to keep. And I know keep it on your computer. Yeah, I understand that, dude. But that's how complex it is, that I need a fucking filing cabinet with tabs in there. That's how much stuff I have to know on top of all of this bullshit. So anyways, hell of a talk. We do got the long sleeve Caddy Daddy t-shirts out. Appreciate everybody that bought some. Really means the world. Everybody that donated and that it helped us out while we were demonetized. We are back up and running. Everything's smooth. We want to thank all the lizard people controlling the system. No, I'm joking. Something to think about though with the phones, okay, and with how much stuff we consume. Because I have to force myself to turn it off. Me and Nestor don't even work weekends anymore. We post a lot less now. We're trying to post every day between this channel and the second channel, which is just Jack Morgan RLP 2.0. If you're not subscribed there, you're just an asshole. That's just the truth. And I don't like you. I'm just kidding. That was a bit much. Would you think I'm crazy though with that statement? No. Like I don't know if it's as simple as a group of guys going, yes, give them all of this, and then they'll forget. They won't have it, like my filing cabinet in my brain is stuffed.
It's so much to remember.
It's stuffed.
And also working for you, I have to write your passwords down.
Yeah.
And constantly, it's so much information.
Dude, it's so much shit.
Yeah.
And it's and I think it's on purpose. I do. I think a group of men, a group of cold-blooded, 4-legged men sat around. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm hanging up. So talk. Nestor, you good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm over it. Happy Saturday.